Welcome back to another Warframe video. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing great. So I'm back with my top 5 favorite weapons in Warframe, but this time this is primary weapons, okay? So we're going to do primary weapons, and we're going to do the same thing as we did in the melee favorite weapon video, the top 5, okay? So this is obviously not this is obviously not my top 5 favorite weapon, all right? I like how it has number 5 on there. But anyways, here's my top 5 favorite weapon in Warframe. Primary is, typing it now, the Stalta. Yes. So the Stalta is my top 5 favorite weapon, and this is because this weapon does great damage. Um, it would be really nice. I mean, I use this weapon, sometimes in a game. Um, but it would be really nice if we did have the Epic Game skin for this. This would have been really nice. I think I would have been playing with this weapon more often if I really did have the weapon skin, the Epic Game skin. So hopefully, no, that's not hopefully coming out, but I could definitely say because they should have brought it out like before, way before PC got it. So I don't know. I think that was just cap, all cap about that. But this weapon does really good damage. Like I said before, viral really goes well with this, I would say, because the slash is actually pretty dope. Some pretty good slash. So as you see here, pretty good damage. But yeah, it would be really cool if we had the Epic Game skin in here. I think I would definitely be using this weapon more often. Animation would have been nice. Cool little design to it. The secondary fire mode I love, actually. It does not terrible at all. The explosion is very, like, really dope. And it does good damage as well, as you just saw. So, yeah, the Stalta is in my top 5. Alright. Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say for this weapon. So, it's my top 5 favorite. And I love you, Stalta. Thank you for being in my top 5. The next weapon, the top 4th weapon on my list, primary, is the Phantasma. Yes. So I think this weapon would have been in my top 5, but I had to put it as top 4 because of its amazing damage it can do. The stripping armor, the melting enemies, I think this has to go on my top 4 because of that. Because of the insane damage it can do. And this, like, if you were to use viral, oh man, it would just strip their armor pretty freaking quickly. With corrosive and heat, it's not that bad. No, actually, no, sorry. There's no corrosive damage on here. It's just heat. But the insane amount of damage you can do with the first fire mode to it, it's just, holy crap. This thing is actually amazing. Like I said, viral will literally wreck anything. Anything. The secondary fire mode is actually trash. I'm sorry. This thing is, like, just garbage. I think even with the viral damage, it still kind of does terrible. I never really tried it out, but I think I have, but it still didn't kind of... Oh, I don't know how he died. But yeah, nah, it's kind of terrible, to be honest with you. It's just, nah, it's kind of garbage. But of course, any lower enemy would take them down. But any level enemies are higher, level 100 and over that, will not do any effect to it at all. So yeah, you would have been my top 5, but I had to put you at 4 because of the same damage you can do. Okay? So thank you, Phantasmas, for being in my top 4 favorite weapon in the game. Now here's my top 3rd weapon, primary weapon favorite in the game is... Sorry, hold on. Not this again. Oh, nope. I already know who it is. Proboscis Cernos. Yes, you are my top 3rd favorite weapon in the game. Sorry that took a bit of while. Guys, I had to write everything down for this, so I know I'm pretty terrible at doing this type of stuff. So but yeah, I had to write that down. Anyways, yes, you are in my top third because I think this Cernos is definitely the best Cernos in the game. And leave your comments down below if you think that I am, like, you agree with me. Do you agree with me that the Proboscis Cernos is the best Cernos in the game? We do have the Rakata Cernos, which does insane red crits. As you see, the critical chance cannot match the Proboscis Cernos. Alright, it has insane critical chance on the Rakata Cernos. Status chance is a bit low, but do not worry, that critical chance makes up for that. So, and we do have the Cernos Prime, which does insane red crits as well. I have to say, this weapon is absolutely amazing. It also has a 35% status, and it has, critical chance, and it has 30% status, which is, like, come on. This one is actually in the top second favorite Cernos in the game for me. And I think it's just, like, the Proboscis Cernos and the Cernos Prime is definitely two of the best amazing weapons in the game for Cernos. That's just something I have to say, and you guys should agree with me on that. Like, come on, you gotta agree with me. But Proboscis Cernos does amazing damage. As you see, it pulls enemies in with this infected, I don't know, I don't know what to call it, some infected little thingy. It does do viral damage. Yes, it has its own viral element to it. And with multi-shot, of course, you'll pull enemies in from pretty good range. This weapon explodes, obviously, as you see, and I think it explodes on viral as well. So this weapon is obviously amazing as hell. You do need this in your inventory. Please, I promise you, you're not going to regret getting this weapon. This one is something you definitely need in your inventory. Now, the fire rate is a bit slow, not that slow, but a bit slow. I wish it would increase that, but oh well. I'm not really complaining about it because the Proboscis Cernos is definitely amazing, so I'm definitely not going to complain about the fire rate. But that's really just my third top weapon in the game. My favorite is the Proboscis, and I wish I would have put it second, but I feel like this weapon is definitely had to be second because it's been with me for a long time. So with that being said, here is my top second favorite primary weapon in the game is, I'm typing it, it's taking a long time. No, we're just gonna, there we go. Ignis Wraith, yes. Um, I mean, comparing these two weapons, which I can't find my Proboscis Cernos. Of course, the critical chance on the Ignis, of course, is better. The status on the Proboscis Cernos is better. I mean, maybe I might have to put this weapon on my top second, but the Ignis does a lot of good heat damage. It's better than the original Ignis, which I compared this weapon in a video, which I'll probably leave a link down in the description below so you guys can go check it out for yourself. But maybe I might have to put this in the top second. I mean, the Proboscis Cernos in the top second because of its amazing damage. And I don't know. I think overall it's better than the Ignis, but I can't. I really just can't because the Ignis just does a lot of good heat damage, and the fact that it murders everything is just crazy. So I don't know. It would have been hard to actually go against these two and try to figure out who's second, who's third, you know? So this is why it's in my top second favorite weapon in the game because I had the Ignis Wraith for the longest time ever, and I have to say I love this weapon. I cannot go a day without this weapon. If I really need to, like, clear enemies pretty quick, this weapon would have to be my go-to weapon, okay? Sorry, I cannot talk today. But yeah, this is why the Ignis Wraith is my top second favorite primary weapon in the game. Moving on to the first top favorite primary weapon in the game is the almighty sentient cannon, the Shido. Okay? Now, this is definitely a weapon you're going to need in your inventory, in your arsenal, all that. Now, I have compared these two weapons, and you already know what I'm talking about, the Bombunico and the Shido. I compared these weapons in a video, alright? So, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below for that as well. But I compared these two weapons, and obviously the Shido wins by a long shot. So, here are all the stats to that. Like I said, I already compared this weapon to it in a video, alright? So, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below for that if you want to go check it out. But this weapon is definitely a need. All right, you can get this weapon from the Railjack Veal Proxima. All right, that's what the planet is called on Railjack. So you got to get it from there. You actually can get the blueprint. That's how you get the parts. You can actually get the blueprint from a quest. It's like a little trailer quest. Okay, you can actually get the blueprint from there. It's like some war quest, but I get that's like the trailer. I would call it a trailer because it didn't show everything, of course, because the new war quest is not out yet. Okay, but you got to get the parts from the Veal Proxima on the Railjack through the Railjack missions. Okay, which is people said that the mission, getting the parts is difficult. Okay, it's very difficult. But the Shido did amazing damage, as you saw. This one, of course, explodes on impact and everything once you hit that enemy. But yeah, you saw the amazing damage it does. So this weapon is definitely my top favorite first weapon in the game because just amazing. It's better than the Bombunico. I mean, the Bombunico has potential, but not the insane potential it has on the Shido. Definitely one thing I'd say would increase is the magazine. All right, I want to kind of reach that magazine of the same magazine point as the Bumbunico has, but I'm not really complaining about this weapon because this weapon is too damn amazing. All right, it's definitely a weapon you need in your inventory, your arsenal, all that. Okay, so that's really just my top favorite weapons of all time in this. My favorite. I mean, I would say all the time because, yeah, I've played with all these weapons before, and I gotta say, I usually got back into them. I have stopped playing them for a while, but then I got back into them, and I have to say, like, holy crap, I just miss all the amazing weapons that I have in my inventory, and I just stopped using them. And now, once getting back to them, I'm like, damn, these weapons do a lot of great damage. The Stalta I already had. I mean, I've been using it for a while. Stopped a little bit, but I got back into it. But yeah, those are my weapons. All right, those are my favorite weapons in the game at this moment. So, um, leave your thoughts in the comments below. What you guys think about my top 5 favorite primary weapons in the game? Do you agree with these top 5 favorite weapons? Are these your top 5 favorite weapons? Let me know in the comments below. But that's all for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you're, you guys can always hit me up. So, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.